Can Clix and Veno actually win in FNCS? Obviously, Clix ended up leaving Epic Whale to play with Veno specifically so that they could win in FNCS, but how likely is this actually going to be? We all know that Veno is one of the best players in the world. We all know that Clix is a top fighter on the region. So on paper, and even in my Clix's new duo video, I had his highest chance of winning an FNCS with Veno, and I had a lot of people in the comment section telling me that's just not realistic, but it ended up being what happened. And so in today's video, I pretty much just want to talk about everything to do with Clix and Veno and how they can actually win FNCS and what they need to do and the steps they need to take to be able to at least secure a spot in the $3 million Texas land that's happening later in October. All right, so let's start off with who I think is actually going to be IGLing this team. I feel like this team is going to be more of like a co-IGL type team because obviously, if you guys know, both Veno and Clix are fraggers, but they're obviously going to be working with BloodX. I saw a lot of people saying that Clix fired BloodX. I'm pretty sure that was all just trolls and they're still going to be working together. And especially if he's going to be picking up Veno, who is obviously a very smart player, but both of their strengths do come in more fragging roles. Playing with BloodX is almost a necessity, I feel like. So I feel like BloodX is going to be the main person making a lot of the calls, but it is also going to be kind of like co-IGLing between both of them, kind of like what Clix and Dukes did. If you guys remember when they played together back in the day, they were kind of both just like co-IGLing with each other. And I know that Clix doesn't want to switch to just fully IGLing. He wants to play with someone that is going to IGL him. And one of the reasons why I said he needs to play with Veno is because Veno is someone who will actually yell at him when he makes mistakes. The thing about playing with Clix is a lot of his duos are kind of just like, I feel like, more scared to really say their real opinions with him when they're playing with him, because I mean, obviously Clix is one of the biggest personalities in the whole scene. So I mean, I don't know if people think that like if you trash talk Clix, this whole community is just gonna come after you or something, but the only way to be able to improve with your duo is having a duo that will tell you the truth on what you're doing wrong. And I feel like Veno is one of the perfect people for that. And especially if he is moving all the way to NA, it's not going to be like one of those things where they're just trying to have fun together. Like Veno is completely changing his whole life to be able to play with Clix. Like he is going to be fully locked in, trying to win an FNCS, doing everything he can to accomplish that. All right, I want to talk about probably one of the biggest things and one of the reasons why they may not be able to win FNCS, and that is going to be because of their drop spot. Now, if you guys don't know, Clix is actually currently contested at his drop spot by Scented and Chance. They're both contesting Sandy Steps right now. I don't think they've actually done any off spawns against each other to this point on NA. I know that Clix and Veno were actually playing EU off spawn fights and they got dead last and they lost every single time off spawn there, but that was on EU, and that was when Clix was on like 100 ping and they were like contested by 3 separate teams. But it seems like there is going to be quite a bit of big teams that are landing around them, because I'm pretty sure Peterbot is landing just to the right of them, and then Bucky is landing right above them. And so I mean, there is always that thing where you have Scented, Bucky, and Peterbot all living in the same house going against Clix and Veno, who are all just like kind of trapped in the corner of the map. I'm not saying there's going to be any teaming going on, but I mean, you never know, you know. Obviously, like Bucky and Peterbot are going to want to try to help Scented out as much as possible, and especially because Peterbot has already qualified for the LAN event, he can just grief all he wants, to be honest. So I mean, I'm just throwing possibilities out there of some things that could happen. I'm obviously not trying to say that like Peterbot and Bucky are going to team on Clix or anything, but he is just kind of in a rough position right now on the side of the map that he is on, in the complete corner, just being contested by Scented, who is his old duo. So I don't know if they have any beef, and I don't know if Scented is going to end up leaving the drop spot, but Scented is also playing with like kind of a not very well-known player. And so to me, if I had to make a prediction on who is going to win that drop spot, I would have to say it is going to be Clix and Veno. I think they will end up alphaing the POI by FNCS, but I wouldn't be surprised if they really do struggle the first couple cash cups, simply because they are contested and like the teams around them are probably going to be trying to just farm them for Surge after they're done fighting. If you guys were watching like the Mongrel and Mr. Savage off spawn fights, obviously you guys know that every single time they would win off spawn there, they would pretty much just get cleaned up by a third party team. And I feel like that's going to be a similar situation to what is going to happen to Clix and Veno. I'm definitely not going to just like limit them to one single drop spot. They could obviously change, go somewhere else, go like a little split or something, because there is a lot of very good splits on the map this season that I feel like you could have FNCS win potential here. But remember, this video is about winning FNCS, because that was the whole reason why Clix dropped Epic Whale, and that is the whole reason why Veno is even coming to NA in the first place, was to win FNCS. But I just remember I was watching like Bucky's stream, and Scented was saying that like Veno came all the way across the world to get contested by someone who really doesn't care about Fortnite anymore. And so I mean, if Scented is like not planning on leaving the drop spot at all, it could get pretty rough for Clix, unless he is able to like fully just beat them off spawn every time there. But Scented is honestly a very underrated off spawn fighter, and I'm not sure about his teammate, but I'm guessing he's like some insane fighter. And a lot of people are saying that Scented is going to turn Chance and into like the new Cold. The way Cold got his first recognition was playing with Scented, and they're saying that Scented is going to do that with Chance now, who is only a 2-time grand finalist and only has $5,000 in earnings, but he does just have a bunch of potential, and it's just needed the right person to play with to fully show that off. I completely forgot to do this at the beginning of the video, but if you're still watching up until this point, thank you all so much. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of summertime. We have like 2 more months to be able to hit this goal, and we are like 10,000 subs away. So if you're new to the channel, if you just want to support me, please subscribe and turn on notifications. If you want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop, especially with the new battle pass just coming out. If you guys want to support me, please just use code KDOG in the item shop. It helps me out a lot more than you guys could ever imagine. Let's continue on with this video though. All right, if we're going to be talking about strictly winning in FNCS, we have to talk about the other people that he is going to be going against, and if there's going to be someone that had like the dominance of Peterbot last season, and if there's really just no chance that anyone's going to win FNCS besides him. But as of right now, currently in this season, it doesn't look like there is a singular POI that is as broken as Grim Gate was last season, especially because there is just more like rotational items around the map, I feel like, and there's not one team that has an infinite dash coin that can just take high ground every single game and win. Peterbot is currently going to be landing at Redline Rig, and he wants to get the whole bunker for FNCS, and Peterbot said himself that the reason why they're landing there is because it has like the most broken AR in the game, and the medallion that you get there is the one that actually generates shields over time, so you pretty much get 75 shields like infinitely as long as you have the medallion. So it is a very strong medallion, but I still don't feel like it is the best medallion, which in my personal opinion is the infinite ammo one. Being able to have an infinite ammo medallion and just being able to spray people's walls, as well as if you're able to use the new bow, that is going to be one of the most broken combinations, because the bow is just so overpowered in general, and if you have infinite ammo on that, you could choose a team to lobby focus by yourself basically. All right, so for my final predictions here, do I think Clix and Veno are going to be able to win this season's FNCS? I would say they have probably around a 40% chance to win FNCS, which I do feel like is Clix's highest chances ever to win FNCS. There just has to be a lot of things that go right for him, specifically being uncontested. I don't think he's going to be able to win FNCS from a contested POI. I know that Clix has always struggled with Storm Surge in the past, but I feel like just him playing with Veno, something will just switch in there, and he's going to be doing the most grinding he has ever done, probably within the past like 5 years, I feel like, because if someone is going to be completely moving continents just to play with you, I don't feel like he's going to like be taking time off and trying to like screw him over, kind of like how what he did with this season's FNCS, where he ended up going to Atlanta like a day before FNCS Grand Finals started. Comment down below if you guys think Clix and Veno are going to be able to win FNCS this season, and just your predictions, and give me like your early top 3 predictions for who you think is going to place in the top 3 for FNCS. For one, I'm just gonna have to put Peterbot in first place like always. I really haven't seen a reason why not to put him first place. Second place, I'm gonna put Clix and Veno, and then in third place, I'm gonna put Kanata and Cooper. Let me know what you guys top 3 is in the comment section down below, and if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Remember, we're trying to hit 50k by the end of summer. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.